live. We are live. Hey, good afternoon. It's Sunday afternoon, and it's not 5 a.m. in the morning. But just reading a lot of stuff going on. A lot of things going on this weekend. Anyway, what are we doing? Hey, this is the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show at 12:28 in the afternoon on a Sunday. This is our 561st episode, and we talk about Scrum and Agile in a practical and tactical way. So you get home to your family and friends, enjoy life, and bring value to the customer at the same time. Boy, what a combination is that, right? And also just find ways of working without going crazy and working crazy hours. And like I said, getting you home to your family and friends. I got a dog behind me sneaking his way into the show. Cat just said, I don't want to be here hanging out with the dog. I'm leaving. And have some fun. So what do we got to talk about today? A lot of things came to my mind watching a video person that I might go look to coach myself, be honest with you, in the near future. Shared a video with me. I finished watching it the other day while I was getting in shape. As up here, there is my list of things to do to get back in shape, and doing some biking yesterday on the stationary bike, because I said one of the action items was to get bike ready. So I got it ready. So I've been using it for a while, trying to get in shape. And it sounds like the cat's about to destroy the office. So what do I want to talk about today? I want to talk about Agile Perfection. Oh God, can you hear it? I don't know. I could hear it. Cat's going behind the couch. So there's a cat back there, It's live YouTube. Anyway, so Agile Perfection or no go. And I hear a lot of people out there. And this is kind of why I do my show differently. Mine is practical and tactical, and your Agile journey, giving some ideas on how to make it better, how to make it work a little bit, move you along the path, run the own way, and not necessary. And we do talk about it more, the heart of Agile and the mindset, because I think that does contribute to making it work better. But we do give a lot of practical ways, and I'll give you more in the future on some thoughts. But a couple things. I'm looking at people that want perfection or they don't do it. And in the video that I watched, the guy was talking about, he brought up the Wright Brothers, and he talks about having a goal and going for the goal and going for that. And he talked about Wright Brothers, and he talked about Agile Perfection, where you have everything. I got the values, I got layers upon layers of details that go into an Agile transformation. Yeah, you could take that approach if it works and the organization's up for that approach, but a lot of organizations aren't up to that. But I'm going to give you an idea, because I had some reactions from people and my daughter. I'm going to talk about my daughter's story in a little bit. About they want everything known. They want everything figured out. Everything to be perfect. Everything can be perfect before they do their transformations. Got to know all the information. Well, you know what? We don't all know all the answers, right? That's a very waterfall-ish mentality, and I keep an eye on it. So that waterfall really deep entailed in the organization, right? We're in an Agile world. We try things out and just keep getting better with each iteration, watching SpaceX and kind of that. But anyway, the video talked about the Wright Brothers. The guy was talking about how, and I did some research on it. So the Wright Brothers' first flight was only 12 seconds. And the reason why I was going to go get a plane, and then I found this. It said first flight readiness review F-18 E&F from back when I was back in 1995. So it was funny. I saw that when I was walking by, because I had found this little airplane, little plastic airplane. I was going to use that at the show. But then I'm like, I got something even better that ties into the Wright Brothers. So on Wright Brothers' first flight, right, their first flight was 12 seconds. Now, how many people said, oh, I'm going to do an Agile transformation, but because it's not perfect, I'm just going to quit, right? They got 12 seconds. And today's like, 12 seconds? What's 12 seconds? What does that mean? And then their second flight was also 12 seconds long. Their third flight was 15 seconds long. And then their fourth flight, according to the internet, whatever it is, in there. It says 59 seconds. So they did 12 seconds, the first two, 15 seconds on the third flight, and 59 seconds on the thing. And you're like, wow, that's less than a minute. Why wouldn't they just give up? Now, if they gave up, that book I showed with F-18 E&F first flight review would have never have happened, right? It would have never, you had to have vision and where you want the organization to be and where do you see we possibly could get, what kind of achievement. So just imagine if they gave up because they only got 12 seconds or 59 seconds, less than a minute worth of flight. And that would have been terrible, right? So, but I'm going to give you another metric. So this is the key of metrics. I'm giving you a little bit of everything today. So that first 12 seconds, they flew 120 feet. Name me something back then that can go 120 feet in 12 seconds. The second flight they made, 175 feet. Okay. The third flight, 200 feet. So they threw for 15 seconds, but flew 200 feet. Okay. The fourth flight, 852 feet. Can you imagine anything that jumped off the ground and flew 852 feet when the first Wright Brothers plane took off? That's amazing. So you can have different perspectives too. So what am I saying here? Perfection or bust, or perfection or no go. Starting an Agile journey, what I notice is people are starting, they're really scared. They're really worried about failure okay, so I want to talk about the worry about failure. So my daughter, so of course, I'm not going to get into details, but she forgot a couple assignments, right? She didn't tell us, but she was worried about failure and very upset. But it's not about the failure. It's, you just got to do it. Just try it. And then we're working with her to figure out why, and I'm coaching her. The wife wants to dad and tell her, you do these things or you get punished. And I agree with the punishments because there is something to it. But I also want to find out why. I want her to grow. I don't know if it works on a 10-year-old, but we'll find out. I'll let you know from an Agile perspective in coaching whether or not coaching works on a 10-year-old. I think it does, but it takes a little bit longer. You have to have more patience. But I'll tell you one thing, you got to have a lot of patience with the Agile transformation too. You can't just think they're going to transform it. And overloading. And where I see this perfection fails in a lot of these transformations. I see these people build giant radar charts, giant surveys, lay out thousands of points of fields to fill in JIRA on their first transformation. And you know what? A lot of them just fail because they overdo it. They overload it. They panic everybody. Everybody freaks out. They need to know, what's the purpose of this? What's the purpose of that? And they try to do too much on the transformation. Nobody can do everything. It's like working out in the gym. Do you go out and try to lift 300 pounds on day one? Well, no, because the weight's going to come down and crush you. So why would you try to do everything there is on the planet Earth and the whole organization on your first go? You don't. It's not the right way. So what I'm just sharing today, it's Sunday because it's quiet. I just see a lot of people trying to achieve things, pushing for agendas, trying to get to places where the customer or people aren't ready for. And they overload it and they freak everybody out, and everybody doesn't like Agile because of that. That's why a lot of people got away from SAFe, because they tried to do too much too soon. And all the consultants knew was how to do all the layers, and you need all these layers before you can do SAFe. And there is something called an essential SAFe, which is just basic SAFe without all the other layers. But everybody wants to do everything at once. And it's like lifting a 300-pound weight on your first day into the gym. You're gonna fail, and it's gonna crush you. That's not a very positive thing, is it, Jared? There, Jerry's back there sleeping. He's having a rough day. So on this Sunday, and it's talking about it, take it easy. Don't worry about getting perfection. Do smart things. Find things. Look at what they're working on today. They're doing work today, right? That's what I'm trying to get people. We need to have these things. Let me ask you a question. Are you doing work today? Yes. Okay. Can we apply any Agile thought process, Scrum, Kanban, Agile mindset, XP, anything to help with what you're doing today without making you rearrange the whole world and start from scratch? Think about it. Same thing I talk with my kids, right? Don't want you to, let's figure out what it is, adjust what we're doing, and make it a little better. And that's the Agile way of thinking. It's okay to fail. It's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. What is a 12-second flight, right? Is it? Yeah. What's a 12-second flight worth? However, maybe by the fourth time you try it, you're going to fly 852 feet. That's pretty darn impressive. I mean, come on. That's a long, go look out your window. Go walk off 852 feet and tell me we're thinking back in early 1900 that you could do that. You can't. So think positive. Think about the goals you want to achieve. And think about what would happen if you didn't start. If you don't start, nothing changes. So you got to start somewhere. Hopefully you're not trying to redo everything. I see so many places trying to redo it. Maybe I'm a little high. This is not high. God forbid. I'm not high. I mean, maybe I'm a little lofty in what I'm talking about today. It's not so much practical and tactical. But if you look at the essence of what I said, it's very practical and it's very tactical. Don't try to redo the whole entire organization from scratch and do something totally different. Sometimes just showing Agile and improving the process a little by little. And then when they open up and say, oh, this is possible, then expand it, then make it grow. Like I said, there is an essential safe. I want to tell you right now, it's amazing how many organizations skip essential safe and go right to the enterprise level. They go from nothing to enterprise level in safe. And then they trash safe. So high end and it's got a lot of stuff. Because you try to make everybody do everything at once and you didn't cut out the old stuff. So you're doing the old stuff and that's another story. Maybe I'll do a whole show on essential safe and what you can do. So with that, I'm going to say, enjoy your day. Remember, take a practical approach to it, adjust a little bit. Don't violate the Agile mindset. Like, I'm going to tell you everything what you do, which is the wrong thing to do. Like I'm not going to tell my 10-year-old how to study. I'm going to ask her, well, what is preventing you from turning your homework assignments in? You tell me. I'm not going to tell you. I don't know what's going on. Maybe you tell me. And then say we can work together and get rid of those blockers. Did you see I just Scrum Master her? Poor kid. I did tell her I was going to coach her. And my wife was looking at me, oh, crap, your dad's coaching you right now. Anyway, have a great Sunday. Ring the little bell so you get notified when we go live. And I wish you all the best of luck. And you know what? Enjoy life. Go hang out with family and friends because you never know what page is going to turn every day, right? So enjoy it. Do what you can to help people. But sometimes they just don't want to get help too. So sometimes you can't. Anyway, wish you all the best of luck. Have a great day. Enjoy your Sunday. Enjoy life. Bye. I think you can hear the dog snore.